Hello. And yes, you did see Mike flip me off. So the big thing here is we are doing another episode of Black Eel Plays where we're still working on a hardcore Soullink Nuzlock that's randomized of red and blue. And
I like that you didn't look at me because you didn't want me to distract you.
100%. So the big thing here is we've made it now to all 8 gyms and beaten all 8 gym leaders. So we have 3 encounters left. Well, technically we could do another one, but we're not going to do that other static. Just because it'd be too worrisome.
Technically in total, we have 4 encounters left. Because we got Articuno, we have the
Zapdos.
route Moltres, we already got Zapdos.
Oh, I keep forgetting we got Zapdos. I'm sorry. You're right. No, I'm right.
Then we
1,
got the
2,
Victory Road,
3, and 4.
and then we got the route going up to.
Yes. So 4.
So
I was right.
you said 3.
Oh, my bad. My bad.
That's why I said we.
No, so
we
my
have.
apologies. So what I should have said, and I obviously didn't say it correctly, and that's on me.
Oh, you said 4 encounters, but one of them we can't get because it's post game. So that.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I did say that's what I said.
Yes.
And that was wrong. But no, I forgot. I forgot that we had already gotten Zapdos, and for some reason I thought we got Moltres, and I think the reason for that is because mine was a Moltres.
Yours was a Moltres.
So like I wasn't wrong, but I wasn't right. But anyway, so we're gonna go down to Cinnabar Island. I'm gonna get a bunch of Ultra Balls again, and then I'm gonna head down over to Seafoam Island and catch myself an Articuno. That is an
And
Articuno.
I'm going to basically just encounter it and wait for you because I got the Master Ball and hope it goes well for you. It's like,
So I'm still gassy, and I'm sorry.
oh jeez.
I literally been tooting the whole time. As soon as the
Yeah,
episode started.
we had to wait for the episode to start a few minutes to make sure that you could get
No,
you
you
could
know
clear
what's
your
funny?
system.
I think the exercise worked. It was just delayed.
Oh man,
I hate me so much.
I hate you too. Don't worry.
Why you gotta say
Oh God, I walk into Seafoam cave, and the first encounter is an Articuno.
Mike's like, I already got one.
I'm all set.
No, I really would love an Articuno. That would make my team perfect. Mostly because the likelihood that we can make that a pair is so good because ice. Ice is so rare.
I mean, unfortunately, no matter what, we would have to rework our team at this point.
You have a fire and electric?
I do. I have Magneton.
Who's your Oh, Charizard. That was stupid of me.
Charizard is with your Marowak and
and if we happen to get a Mewtwo, it's psychic, so we wouldn't be able to have this guy. Oh shoot! I forgot to go to the mart.
Well, even still, like if I got a Zapdos because my Magneton is paired with your Alakazam, so it like we're in a kind of a sticky situation. So we'll have to see what we can figure out.
Basically, what Mike's telling me is, what do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
I don't understand. What's going on?
I had to sell one Ultra Ball to get them.
What?
Don't even get me started.
I'm so confused as to what's going on right now.
Mike, you don't even understand, Mike. You don't even understand. To be fair, either do I. But okay, now I'm heading over.
I think I might have broke my game.
Oh yeah, you have an issue in Seafoam Island. I forgot. You actually legitimately did.
I have to get that other boulder down now in order to get to Articuno. So I'm gonna be a few minutes.
That's
trying to figure
hilarious
this out.
because it glitched. It glitched last time. Oh my god, it smells.
Oh god. What am I doing? I have max repels.
All right, I'm gonna start it because realistically, if I can't catch it, there's no point in you doing it anyway. Hello? What happened?
I mean, we're back. Like things are fine now, but I like crap.
Did you hear what I said?
I heard you say it smells, then I heard you say if I can't catch it, then we're out of luck.
Well, no, what I said was I'll just start this anyway because it doesn't matter. It's a static. So it's like I'll just start it
Oh
and then
yeah,
that's what I was trying to say. All right,
yeah.
cool.
Go ahead. Mewtwo. That's a good one. Alrighty. I don't know how. Okay, do this, do
Ah!
that. Ha! Okay, there we go. That's how we do that. Yep,
Oh
push that.
my God. That was a confusion. That wasn't even a psychic. And he took out
He's
more than half my health. He took out
he's
he took out 2/3.
he is strong. All right, so
Oh my God. No!
oh no,
No! No!
it's a crit too. Yep, there we go. Goku is Primeape, and unfortunately, that's the one pair that didn't matter. It's like that. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, oh, you can't catch it. Ah, well, looks like we're going to the Elite Four with 3 Pokemon.
No, isn't there? We can't. Is there any way we can add another?
Hold on, let me actually see what. Oh, mine was an Articuno. That's unfortunate. All right, well, I'm gonna kill it.
Oh, look at that. I'm Ultras.
Oh, crap.
That
Okay,
sucks.
yep.
I needed Blastoise too.
Yeah, that one hurts. I mean, it hurts you more than me. Primeape was still decent for me, but
No, I get it.
um,
I mean, Primeape isn't the one you were like, oh, I need this guy on my team. I get it.
yeah, I know, like it was,
I'm
wasn't.
not disagreeing. Like, I get your point. You're absolutely right. Because I would feel this. I like realistically, if the roles were reversed and there was a Primate that was out there. Granted, I understand. Like, it wouldn't have been smart to put a fighting type out there anyway. But like, pretending it was anything else. My whole thing is, it's like I wouldn't have been. I would have been in the same boat as you, where it's like, eh,
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, we knew that this was a possibility, which is why I was waiting on you. Uh,
right, Mike. Don't you have the list?
the list for what?
The other Pokemon that we have.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm just going back to the PC so that way I can go to Viridian. I want to heal my Pokemon, and then. All right, so we lost fighting and water. So essentially, got Tauros and Jolteon. So Dugong and Venonat.
No.
Seadra and Tangela.
Mm,
That's a possibility. Uh, Voltorb Marowak, no. Kabutops Raichu, no. Rhydon and Rattata, no, because that's ground.
no, isn't it
Um,
Rock?
Rhydon is ground. Rhydon is primary
Right?
ground.
No, we know that. We looked it up last time. That's right. Rhyhorn is
Amistar,
the opposite.
no, it's ground and rock.
Okay.
It's the Kabutops and Amistar is primary rock. Amistar and Wigglytuff. Kangaskhan and Ninetales, Pinsir and Muck,
No, we
Magneton,
can't do
Farfetch.
Ninetales because don't you have Charizard?
Yes. Uh, Pinsir and Muck can't do because I got Nidoqueen.
Yeah.
Um,
How about this? Because you're messing with me right now. Just say the ones that we could have on the team.
that's fine.
Only because
Um,
I mentally you're saying too many and I've already forgotten who we could have.
We do not have a normal type, right?
I do not.
And I do not, because I got Charizard, Magneton,
I have
and
a
Nidoqueen.
dragon. I'm an idiot.
Fire, electric, ground. No, fire,
Okay.
electric, poison. My bad. You have the ground.
I put the wrong Pokemon in the box.
Uh, um,
So I have ground, dragon, and psychic.
we could add the rock too, because that's water fighting. I would get Kingler. You would
Which,
get Machop.
uh,
Um,
I don't hate that idea.
'Cause I'm trying to, yeah, because everything else is kind of.
Is there anything else we could add? Probably not, right? Not that I'm against it. I'm not against it whatsoever. Because a Machamp is so much better than a Primate for sure. So it's like
Yeah,
it's a really good fighting type. So I'm not
you got
questioning.
the other possibility is I got a Poliwag and you get a Meowth.
Mm,
Um,
neither of those two are good.
no. Well, Poliwrath is okay.
Yeah, but if you don't do the Waterstone right, you're gonna hate yourself. Because he's one of the ones. He's one of the few ones where you you want to evolve him at a certain point because or else you're gonna miss out on some of his good moves.
Technically, we could get two more Pokemon on the team.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm listening.
Because if we do Kingler and Machop, then we could also do Amistar and Wigglytuff.
I'm okay with that. Is Wigglytuff mine?
Wigglytuff is yours.
Okay.
So,
What's it name?
I
What's its name?
well, I believe
Is it Pinky?
no,
Nope.
that's Slowbro and Ditto. Amistar and Wigglytuff. I do not remember what their name is. Um, oops. Yes, I know I have to deposit first. Let me deposit Goku. I have to change.
Oh, is it Pee
Oh, it was
Wee?
must be, yeah, I think it's Pee Wee.
I mean, I don't hate that. I don't particularly love it, but it's not bad because Wigglytuff's a tank.
Kind of.
Well, he's more of a tank than most of my team right now.
Yeah. No, I mean he's okay. If it comes between, if it were to have come between Wigglytuff or Clefable was the
Oh no,
better
way I would
choice.
rather have Clefable for sure.
um,
I mean, you're not gonna. I've cried enough. Like I'm taking Clefable.
um, I'm just gonna keep the Rock on my team. Like, I'm gonna use the Rock because it's the same Pokemon. If you want to get your other Rock because he's a higher level,
I think I got rid of him.
did you?
I don't know. Gotta find out.
Well, I mean,
I'm just
it
gonna put
makes
him
no
in
difference.
right
So I'm
now.
gonna, like I said, I'm keeping him, and he's got his HM moves. So um, the only thing is that's gonna be tough is leveling these guys up at this point.
Yeah, but I mean, it was bound to happen anyway.
You sound like you're in a tunnel right now.
Mm,
Very good.
I did have him.
Huh?
I still have him.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. Well, how do you want to do this? Do you want to try to train and then go face the rival? Do you want to do the rival?
No, we have to train. No, there's no way. We're not facing him until we have our team good enough. Because three versus his six.
It really depends on what his six Pokemon are. Like, look
Yeah,
at
but
what.
my whole point I'm making is I'd rather make sure because what happens if you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not risking it.
Okay, that's fine.
Which one is which one is strength? An HM
The
four?
I don't remember. I zero
Oh,
memory on it.
great work, kid.
Don't get snippy with me.
I'm getting snippy with you because I can.
Yeah, you're getting snippy because
I lost a Pokemon.
you lost a Pokemon in the training again.
No, it wasn't training. This was not training.
I would still consider this training.
That is bullshit. No, that is not training. I am putting my foot down there.
Okay, you can put your foot all you want down.
No, that's surf. I don't want surf. Let's try.
um, yeah, I just need to figure out how to train these guys now. Just like I said, uh, I need to level them up
I mean, yes.
without leveling up my other guys too much. Okay, good amount of damage.
I feel like there's no. Just the random on the stock.
I would have taken that battle. It would have been a free XP for you.
Oh, I understand the level difference, but Kakuna's defense is still good. I was surprised it.
I mean, you were 15 levels higher than him,
No, it wasn't.
right? Oh, it wasn't level 5?
Uh,
Good
to be
talk.
honest with you, do I really know? I don't. I know. I know I was higher level for sure. I'm not questioning that. But I don't think I could tell you exactly how much stronger.
Did you see the live action trailer for Lilo and Stitch?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on it?
So, honestly, I think it's real. It looks really good.
I thought it looked good. I
Honestly, I
know.
think Stitch looks phenomenal.
Yeah.
I was actually more
Uh,
worried about Stitch than I was anything else. And
oh, absolutely.
as long as he looks good, I'm fine.
Um,
Well, I mean, like everyone's like, well, this person's wearing this instead of that, and I'm like, well, yeah, but they're still them though.
yeah. The only thing that I understand with people being a little actually disappointed is they changed the ice cream guy because he's supposed to be a tourist that has a sunburn,
Oh yeah,
and they
he's
made him a
Hawaiian.
they made him a Hawaiian. So that one, that one could have been comedy, but at the same time, it's not exactly the end of the world.
No.
Um,
Um,
I like
but
that they changed. I think it's interesting that they changed the two aliens that are chasing Stitch. They're instead of them being aliens in drag, they're literally
aliens with
uh
technology.
yeah, aliens with technology.
Which
Um,
I mean that makes more sense to me because it doesn't. Yeah. I mean I don't know. We might still see the drag and everything else. They might make a joke about it, but I don't think it's gonna be. Um,
well, that's the thing is like that's supposed to be a comedic thing, so they're just changing that right out. It would be fun to have that in there just to make it's a kids movie. It's not
mhm.
uh at the with the way things are today, that people might be up in arms with seeing that. So, it might be the safer move on their end to do that now
Yeah. I
thinking
mean
about it.
again, it doesn't to me. Nothing I saw made me not like it.
No,
I
it
I'm just
looked good.
my whole thing is I'm not a big fan of live action in general
I'm not a
because
fan of the like most of these remakes have just been overdone at this point.
I agree. However, I will say like this one doesn't look bad.
Yeah.
This one looks good.
Um
I like they showed like because they were showing the trailer and then showing the scenes from the animated movie, and
yeah.
like the differences fit the live action better.
I think so. Yeah.
Like there was a scene where it's like, are you sure that's a dog? And in the animated movie, he like I forgot what he did, but he did something like coughed up something that he wasn't
Yeah.
shouldn't eat or something. And in this one, he takes off the dog collar off and like
And
puts it
woofs.
on the ground. But like, and but he woofs in like the worst rough.
Yeah. um no, I agree. I mean, so far with what we've seen so far, looks it looks
And
pretty good.
in fact, I know somebody who worked on it. Um,
Oh, really?
yeah, So I don't know him personally. This is where it gets funny. He was a groomsman at um my other friend Mike's wedding. So um I just thought that was kind of cool because he was talking about it when we were. So he was already in Hawaii, so he couldn't make it to the bachelor party.
Oh, okay.
So he could only make it to the wedding, which I mean, for obvious reasons, it was understood.
Yeah, he had to work.
Yeah, it wasn't like yeah, it's not like we're gonna force like we're not gonna get mad because he went
He
you
didn't
know
want to take a trip. He didn't want to
he didn't
fly
want
a
to
plane
lose
for a
his
weekend.
job. How dare he? What a loser! Um, but no, like that was like so we had talked because we the first time I had met him at was technically at the rehearsal dinner, where I first met him just because I'd never met him before. I'd met everyone else obviously, but he was the first one I met, and it's I believe it's somebody from his high school if I remember correctly. So anyway, so we were talking about that, and he's like, yeah, he goes, I mean, I'm curious. He goes, I don't know how it's going to turn out. And he's like, I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. He goes, but live action can be wonky sometimes.
Yeah, especially with a movie like that.
But at the time that he was talking about it, though, Stitch hadn't even been shown yet. So
Hmm.
like meaning like they had like no
Yeah,
like
it was
nobody
just
knew like
whatever.
what he was gonna look like. Like obviously the idea is like oh Stitch is gonna look like Stitch, yes. But I meant like live action wise, nobody knew like what that was gonna entail.
Yep. No, I mean,
So
look at what happened with Sonic originally. Like, I mean, you know.
and they oh they're trying to do that hard with Shrek 5 by the way. They're trying to Sonic it up right now because they're not happy with how they look in movie
Now,
5.
now that one I have an issue with. Not how Shrek looks. I have an issue with the fan base complaining about it because I don't think Shrek and Donkey and the whatever look bad. I think it just the animation has improved over the years, and people don't like that it actually has gotten better than what it has been in the past.
I think their issue is all 4 movies were the same style. No! All right, this time it was training.
All right. Well, at least it wasn't the one I was training. So at least it was the one that I hadn't started yet. Because you
Right.
have a tendency to knock out the ones that I've been working on.
Well, so I mean, at the very least, I'm not happy about it, but it's like it's not the worst thing.
At least Scott is catching up on the deaths. At least it's not just me carrying it anymore.
I think. I mean, I think you're still ahead, but it's not by much anymore. That's for sure.
Let's see. I who do we lost Primeape, Blastoise. Uh
You know what killed me too? It was the speed tie, and I didn't know it because I was faster the first time. So,
oh,
so I thought I was fine because I was like, oh, I
yep,
can take him out without a problem. Because you saw how little health he had. But I was
yep.
like, all of a sudden he was fast, and I was like, must have been an effing speed tie, and I didn't know. Well, how would I have known? Obviously,
2, 3, 4,
that just sucks.
5, 6. So you've lost 6 pairs, and I've lost one,
No, there's no way
two,
I lost that many.
3, 4. I've lost 5.
So Mike has
so
officially lost more than me, and
so
it is now canon.
today
Oh, you know
today
what? No,
marks.
you know what? You know what? oh no, I forgot I don't have. Got rid of my bike. I don't even know a good
um
place to go right now.
Honestly, it feels like we've lost more, but that's also because how much time training takes up.
Well,
So
also the encounters we failed.
also, yeah, that's true. The
That's another
encounters,
factor
yeah,
too. Like I'm not by no means am I like trying to belittle that because it's different. Because it's not like you lost them on. We just lost the potential of them on. So that's
yeah.
different. I think that one might have been a little bit more of you.
I think honestly that one might have been actually like split down the middle because there were a lot of instances where that definitely couple instances where I've
I think I've
lost
decided
mons
too.
because I crit them, but then there were a lot of instances where you lost mons because they teleported away or roared.
No, the roar
Um,
was the killer. There was at least one roar
you
for sure.
And then, of course, the famous just running away from the Ditto just because you didn't want a Ditto.
Honestly, Mike, I stand by that decision.
But you know,
I stand by
it is what
this.
it is. We just gotta. The thing is, we can't when we with this training is we can't get our mons too high because there's the
Well,
level cap
that's why I'm
is
where
around
I'm
the
at.
corner.
That's why I'm where I'm at.
I'm getting my other guys up a little bit. Um,
No, I'm keeping everyone at 49 right now, and then I'll level them up to 50 once we get closer. Because I want to.
my guy, I mean, my guys were at 50 by the time I finished
Yours
Giovanni,
were
so
already at
that's
50 because I'm awesome.
I know, Scott, you're jealous.
It's not jealousy when you suck. So
who
it's
who
going to be
lost the
30.
Blastoise
Wasn't it 37
for what?
for Alakazam? We're going to find out.
Yeah, it was 37. Yeah, it was a very random number.
Yeah, it made no sense. I'm not mad at, like, by no means, I'm not mad about it. I'm just saying it made literally no sense.
Yep,
Right?
could be something completely different for him too. So
No, it's also true.
be
You're also
prepared.
right. I have to switch out because of Slowbro. Not only is he tanky, he also knows psychic moves. Magic just made it to 49. I thought he was already at 49. I guess that's good to know.
Who?
Magic.
Oh, um, I mean, at least where I'm at because Kingler is a decent level. He can do some of the battling himself.
Well,
It's
that's
just
what.
depending on
Honestly,
just
the
depends
only
on the
Pokemon
Pokemon
right
that
here
he's.
that I'm worried about is just Slowbro. And realistically, I should still be able to defeat him,
Oops,
but I don't want
what
to
just
risk it.
happened?
No,
There
that's
we
right.
go.
Keep using. Oh my gosh. He's using double team.
Don't let your anger get ahead the better of you. um. Well, no, I'm at Cinnabar Island, so because Kingler is at that level, like most of the Pokemon are around there. It's just the ones that are like electric. I have to switch them out, obviously. Um, but I'm facing it like I'm facing a Charizard right now, so obviously I'm going to stay in and go for Surf.
Once I'm a
So that'll
Machamp, I'm not worried.
um.
Honestly, once I become. Just talk about this too.
Do you have any rare candies?
No. I've
Oh,
literally gotten. I shouldn't say I've gotten none. That's not accurate. I've gotten two, and I've already used them.
yeah, yeah.
Not that I said I didn't think I would need them again. I thought I needed them more then than I did now. But
Yeah, I mean, obviously, as soon as I've
and
gotten them, I've used them too.
that's
So,
that's literally exactly my thought process in the sense of like I got to do this. Like in my mind, I'm like I got to do this immediately, even though I didn't have to. Obviously,
um,
I hate that you learned that move.
what move?
Heck, it scares me because it's a flying move. I'm like it's not a flying Pokemon, but it's a flying move, and I'm fighting, and I'm just like not okay with it.
Who was the Pokemon?
Seeking.
Oh yeah. No, that's why Goldeen and Seaking was always tough because with grass Pokemon, you're like, oh, I could beat it. Nope.
Yeah, and then he does something like that, and you're like, well, great, this is going to be wonderful. But yeah, it's been a fun time. Fun time.
Let's see. Do we have any other Pokemon just so that way we can see? Um,
Are you able to film in the morning tomorrow?
yes.
Okay.
Um, yeah, I don't have anything going on tomorrow.
Okay.
Um, I am my goal is to go back to work next Saturday. So next week when we record this, I'm probably going to be half asleep. So I apologize in advance.
No, I figured as much. I shouldn't say that. It's not that I necessarily knew it was going to be next weekend, but I knew the first week of your work you were going to be like, no offense, useless.
Oh yeah, I'm going to be
And
so
again, it's
tired.
just because you're not used to it.
It's
How long
been
does it
it's
normally
been
take you? A month or 2 weeks?
to get back into it.
Yeah.
Eh, probably about a week.
Really? That's
Dep-
it? I would think
Oh
at
yeah,
least two.
no, it so
I'll say this.
the
I'm not saying it's not gonna. You're definitely gonna get better at the second week than the first week for sure. But I feel like the first week, just because your body's just like,
well that's my thing. It's like the first week is the toughest because I'm not used to it, but then after I get a so my plan is next Saturday is going to be my first day of work,
mhm,
and then I will take the Sunday off to relax and
kind
rest
of
my bones.
recover.
Yeah, and then literally once I get that day rest, the rest of the week is fine. Um, there have been times where I end up going to work on Monday and then like go to work Tuesday. It's like, oh, I regret my decisions.
That's fair. So you're trying it differently.
Huh?
So you're trying it out differently.
Well, I've done this before. I have done this before, and
It works out better.
m- me and the guys are rested because it's the first day is the toughest, and especially if you don't get that rest day, it can really do a number on you.
So you got
Um,
the same guys that you've been having for a while too.
yep, they're all coming back.
Excellent.
Um, hopefully, I can hire another guy so that way I can pick up some extra work and bring in a little bit more money because you know money is a big thing in today's world.
You
So
can say owning a house is not fun.
nope, nope, and you're also learning that as well. So
I learned it the moment I signed the check.
yeah,
No, but I mean, I can't complain right this second just because I'm not in it yet. Because that does change it.
you've had the luxury to be able to know what you're getting into and make changes as you're going. Obviously, there are some things that come up,
Oh yeah, no,
like
there
you
will be
weren't
there's
expecting.
there's definitely been some surprises and everything else, but for the most part, like I knew everything that I wanted to do because I knew what if I did it the way I wanted it to, I'm gonna see everything I didn't know.
Yep.
And so like I'll be able to prepare to kind of like resolve the issue beforehand. Like for example, like today, I planned on finish cleaning the kitchen so I could then start painting tomorrow. I moved the stove, and I'm not gonna be. It's looking like I'm not gonna be painting tomorrow.
Oh, what'd you find?
It's not like bad. It's just like it looks like. By the way, it's 37 again. Um,
Oh,
the
it evolved.
yeah,
Oh, good.
the I don't like the back spray.
He
Anyway,
just like looking.
it looks like he's crossing his arms. Maybe I can't really tell. But
It
anyway,
looks like he's in that fighting stance. Like he looks like Hitmonchan with the fists up.
oh yeah, yeah, he does.
Um,
But anyway,
yeah, I started demoing my my bathroom in the basement, and
how
we
did that
got
go?
the we got everything out.
Okay.
Whatever we didn't want. The thing that we found is that in the shower that was in the basement, um, there was probably years worth of acorns in there because chipmunks and mice were making their homes in the shower. So I was
Dealing with
not
that.
too happy about that.
No, and to be fair, realistically, they might not have ever known.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I know that,
No,
and
but that doesn't make it any
the
better. That does not make it any better. I'm just stating, like, at the very least, you could say, like, it's not like they knew
no, and even still, like some of the problems that were in the basement is that because they were an older couple, when um
the
we've
inspection.
had plumbers come out and we've had some people come out and look at the house and whatever, and they've said probably the previous owners with the way that things are in. Like I said, they're an older couple, so they probably haven't been in the basement in a few years. So
Yeah, makes
like,
sense. I mean, that
um,
does track. No
yeah,
offense. Like, it does
no,
track.
absolutely. Um, and I know like I have chipmunks and mice in the basement and whatever, and we
Yeah,
have
but
pest
you kind
control
of,
come.
well, you didn't know that going in, but you knew that after you moved in.
Yeah, I was really annoyed by that. Because it was
Um,
literally moved in and then we got infestation problems because it was we got all of our furniture in and that's when carpenter ants started swarming and that's
mhm.
when we had pest control come out and they told us, oh, you also have a mouse problem. um
Isn't that fun?
and And I was like, like that's fine because that's manageable, but I wish I knew before we moved in because now I have to
Awesome.
get everything away from the walls so they can go around and spray everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah, right. Like
that
the funny thing is, so like I'm cleaning my kitchen and like I've taken all the doors off of the cabinets and everything else. I've removed all the drawers. Like I gotta clean all the stuff in there, but I knew that already, so it's not like it was anything like crazy. Like I haven't seen anything like this like yet, right? So then I'm like, okay, I've cleaned the walls and everything else. Right, let me go clean behind the stove. I literally pull the stove away and I just see like grease,
Oh, yep, yep, yep.
and I'm like, to be fair, like I'm expecting grease. Like I'm not like, but I just
That's
wasn't.
unfortunately like, it's gonna happen.
No, no, agreed. Like I'm not mad about it because, but it's like it's not what I was prepared for because
Yep,
like the cleaning supplies I brought were for grease, yes, but not that amount. So I'm
yep,
like, oh, I'm gonna try to get some of this up, and I did. I got a decent amount up, but still not all of it for sure. I know that for a fact. But it's like I'm gonna have to do this again tomorrow and spend all my time back here and just
yeah.
cleaning everything up. And it's again, it's not a big area because it's just where the stove is. But I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like you said, it's something you weren't expecting to deal with and don't really want to deal with.
No, but it's gonna be done
Um,
anyway, so it's like whatever.
yeah.
And like the good thing is once that's done, I can actually start painting, and then once the kitchen's done, I just have to paint and clean the bathroom, and I can move in.
Oh, nice.
The bathroom has the least amount of stuff that needs to be done.
Smallest room. Well, so
Smallest
you
room,
hope.
but it's also like it's also in the best shape.
Oh, okay, that's good.
I think they like had recently done it before selling. Not that I really care. I mean, like I care, but you know what I mean. Like it's like it
The
wasn't
thing
like
with that, the thing with that is that you have to realize that just because they did it before selling is that they
doesn't mean it
might
was
not have
done
it
everything
might
right.
not have been done. It could have just been like a paint job kind of thing, like, just made it look nice.
No, that's fair. I mean, it looks. So what I'm saying is, it looks like like they had put a new tub in.
Okay.
I'm not saying like they definitely didn't put in a new everything else in there, but at the very least a new tub. And I
Yeah.
think it had to do with the fact because there was a leak in the bathroom at one point. Not so it was before it went on the market because when I went out there like there was water damage, but the damage had already dried up and it was mostly fixed
Oh,
already. So it's like it
okay.
wasn't anything crazy, but it was just like, oh, so they must have replaced it all just to make it easier because it probably was cheaper. Because I would imagine
Yeah.
like they had the original tub, and some of those like you can't remove like one piece without removing the whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I was talking to my neighbor today. He was like, oh, thank you for taking down the flag, and I was like, no problem, because I haven't the thing is, it's like I don't let me I own technically I own a flagpole, and there's an
Hmm.
American flag on it.
Okay.
That so yes, that exists. So it's mine.
Yeah.
I forget that it exists. So
So,
it's been
okay.
so like I've never touched it, period, ever. So it wasn't a complaint. It was just more the fact of like I also didn't know what shape the flag was in because I don't think I've ever really cared, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I know that's awful to
Yeah.
say, but like
It
for
wasn't on
me,
your priority. Yeah.
no, it was like very much on the bottom. Like I'm like I gotta get stuff done on the inside. Like I'm not even thinking that. So I get a note in the mail, and it was from my neighbor. He's like, Scott, I'm sorry to be a nosy neighbor, but is there any way you could um take down the flag? It needs to. It's in rough shape, and I just don't feel comfortable with it being up there. So I'm like, whatever. I want to see this, and I look up and I go, oh no, I definitely need to take this down.
Oh. Oh, no,
It's
that
like
needs to go.
it's like it's like it's not only in tatters, but it's like wrapped around the flagpole. So I'm like, I don't even know how I'm gonna get this down.
That's hilarious.
And again, I didn't like it doesn't hurt my feelings whatsoever. Like it's not like anything that's detrimental. But again, I even told him like because we had talked about it today. I was like, no offense. I go, I don't want to take this. I hope you don't take this the wrong way. I don't want you to say I don't care about the American flag. I go, it wasn't my top priority. He goes, I figured as much. No offense, because you haven't moved in yet. He goes, I'm not. He goes, I just figured like because you're got a million things going on, I figured I'd bring it to your attention because I knew
Hmm.
it was something so simple that it could be done right away. And I was like, I mean, it was. Luckily, like when I pulled on it, it like unraveled itself and
Oh,
like
okay,
came
that's
down
good.
without a problem. But like I was worried that it wasn't going to come down.
It was gonna be tough, yeah. Um,
Um,
sometimes they can be a real pain.
well, no, that was the whole thing,
Um,
and it's like, and it wasn't tethered, so like it could have very much been like knotted to it, but like it's so high up, I can't actually see. Like,
yep.
meaning like I can't see that close is what I'm getting at.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you gonna put another American flag up? Are you gonna leave it the way it is? Or are you gonna put something else?
I think I might even take the flagpole down, to be honest with you,
Oh, okay.
just because I mean, my because my neighbor and I were talking about it for a while because he's an old man, like an old veteran and everything else. So we were talking. He goes, to be honest with you, he goes, I took down my flagpole. He goes, I'm just too old to take care of it now. And he's like, once you don't use it, there's no point in having it. And so
Yeah,
I was like, that's
obviously.
kind of what I was thinking. And he's like, no, he goes, he goes, I'm not gonna lie to you. He goes, I was very stubborn and kept it up, like the pole itself longer than I should have. But he goes, I
Yeah,
eventually just took it down.
that's funny.
Yeah,
Um,
he was like, it was up for like 2 years without a flag, and he goes, eventually I got sick and tired of looking at it.
I can imagine that because then
No, it
you
makes
know
sense.
it just becomes an eyesore.
Well, no, and that's the whole thing, and it's like in his mind, he's like, eventually I'm gonna put a flag on, and he's like, I'm never gonna do it again.
At least you realized it eventually.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is, it's like I'm probably gonna do that before the housewarming is take down the flagpole.
The thing I've always because I've seen online with people putting up like stuff for Star Wars, like they put the Rebel Alliance thing on, and then like a neighbor, their next door neighbor sees the Rebel Alliance, so they put the Empire flag on their house, and I was like, that would be fun to do if that would ever happen, which probably wouldn't, but it's like if I ever put a
There's not another flagpole like mine. So mine's like the straight up like full on
yeah,
flagpole.
yeah,
Everyone else's, at least that
it's
at
off of
least
their house.
yeah, so like at least in the visible, like meaning like the visible
Yeah.
section. Um, but yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to that. That's not something I thought of. Um, I was thinking of being a dick and like putting up like a pride flag or something. Um, but I thought that'd be too mean. Um,
I mean, it's up to you.
no,
It's your property,
no,
so
it
I
is my
mean,
prop. No, no, it is my property. But I'm like, I don't. But my whole thing is, it's like the point I'm making is, it's like I don't really like want a flag.
yeah.
That's kind of my point
I
because
like
it's eventually going to go back to the same point I'm at now, where I'm going to have a flag that's in tatters.
Yeah,
Like, you
no,
know what I'm
I mean
saying?
eventually, yeah. Yeah.
Like it's not
No,
going to
so
happen right
like
away.
I don't if I were to put a flag on my property, it would be something fun and goofy. Not like anything, you know,
No, no,
serious or controversial.
that's kind of no. My whole thing is, it's like I'm in the same boat as you. Like if I was going to do something, I was going to do something like fun,
Yeah.
like type of thing. But like in my mind, that was a crit, so that was that was scary though.
You taking some chances with Machamp versus Slow Bro. Don't you lose this pair.
No, well, first off, he's literally 20 levels higher,
Oh, okay, I didn't
or
see that.
almost to it. It's, at the very least, he's like 15. All right, I'm actually gonna head over to Cinnabar Island because I'm at 41 now. I should be able to handle the.
Oh yeah, you can handle most Pokemon there now.
That's what I'm saying.
The
Um,
only ones at this point with my with like that
would
I'm
be
still
Mew.
switching out on
Oh no, Mew.
is
Well, no Mew. Yes. No,
the
the only
only
one
one
I'll
I'm
have a
switching out
no.
on
The only
is
one I'm gonna have a
electric
problem
Pokemon.
with is Gengar.
Yeah, what moves do you have?
I don't. I have a fighting move.
Only fighting moves? Oh yeah,
No, I
yeah,
have normal and fighting. That's it.
yep. Because knockoff doesn't exist in this game.
No.
um, but yeah, no, that was my thing because I thought about it. Like I said, have putting a flag
No, I
up,
mean
and
I'm
I'm
not
like, it
against
would
it.
be fun maybe to put like a Star Wars flag up,
But I
or
think if
you
I'm gonna
know,
do something like that, to me, it has to be something in my face, and so it'd have to be the one that's on the proper, like on the house, not on the property type of thing.
yeah, yeah, that too.
That's more of where I'm coming from, and like I get your point, like yes, but like I would set up a flag that way, and then it's like I don't want to put in the effort for that, and I really don't. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
No, I mean, hey, it's something, you have to be willing to every
If I already had the mechanics on there, and all it was just to buy a flagpole and a flag, that to me is not that much effort. So like that'd be fine. But like the
mm,
fact that I'd have to screw it in and everything else, make sure I find a part of the house I can actually screw it into and everything else, like no, I don't feel like doing that.
yeah, no, it's
Like
whatever.
I'm debating on like I'm like worried about taking down the flagpole just because of it having to fall down. And then like how am I gonna
Yeah, that
uh
one could be a little challenging. I've never taken down a flagpole, so I don't know how challenging that is.
so getting it down will not be a huge issue because it goes straight and nothing's in its way. So like you
Okay.
could keep it loose enough, you could keep it tight enough where it's not gonna like fly off, but you loosen it enough. Basically, did you ever you remember Captain America, the first one, where he
Yeah.
gets the flag? It's the same concept.
Oh, okay.
So like it only goes straight down, but like there's nothing in the way, so it'll be fine. But like then I have to figure out where I'm gonna put it now that it's down, because it's not gonna be able to get into my house.
You would have to call it a dump to take it, or I don't know if you have town come and pick up trash for
I
you.
think even still it's too long. It's too tall.
Obviously, you'd have to break it in half, or break it
No, so
apart.
like once it's like if I could do that, then I could just get rid of it in the regular disposal.
Yeah, you would have to figure out on your end. You would have to figure out how to break it apart, and
Yes.
then um crab hammer. Do I want to learn? I can't learn that. Mm, no,
But
can't do.
no, like, and so like I'm buying furniture for the bedroom tomorrow because the bedroom's
Nice.
all cleaned, ready to go. So now I'm just gonna do that, and that way I can at least have all that stuff ready. So while I'm doing the, so Mike he does have Lex still. Um, I need your
You
laugh.
always question Mike. Why?
I
Why do you always question Mike?
First off, yes, you need to be questioned. First off, have you met you?
Yes, and most of the time I'm right.
Yeah, but you're a cocky sob.
Just remember, there's a reason why I went undefeated in Risk for 3 years.
No, the reason why is because you convinced everyone to go after me because I was the only one that was your legitimate threat. And when I say that, I don't mean that the others couldn't beat you. I'm stating that they couldn't beat you without me. Meaning, like one of us had to be taken out.
No, but here's the thing: is that I went undefeated for 3 years because you are also a cocky sob, and they would rather deal with me than you. So they were picking the lesser of two evils.
That's all I kept hearing. That's all I kept hearing.
And the winning one. Who would you rather have win, me or Scott?
It was
You.
always
All right.
I'd rather get second every time so you don't get first. And I was like, okay, I guess we're here.
I honestly I can't believe it worked out that well for
Now
as
here's the
long
thing.
as it
It's not
did.
even my whole thing was it's not even the fact that it worked that bothered me. That wasn't my issue. It was the fact that it always worked.
I
Like
know.
it never not worked. And that's what bothered me. Where I was like, he's won like 13 times at this point. And you guys are still okay with him winning? Like I'm not like I there was only one time that they legitimately took you out and it was literally the first round.
Yeah, and then I still came back and won that.
No, you didn't. No, you literally lost that one. That was the
No,
only.
no, no. That was
Oh
not the
no,
one
that's
that I
right. Because
lost
Chris changed his mind last minute and decided to let you live.
because I
Um.
was pissed because you
Well,
guys were like the only
also he was. To
because
be fair, also he was having awful rolls at that time too. Because I think he originally tried to and then was losing.
yeah, he ended up backing off. But
Because he.
no, because I was pissed because you got everyone like teamed up on me at turn one and was
And
like,
again,
"Oh, the only way we can win is to take Mike out immediately." And I was like, "This is stupid. Like if you guys beat me, this like doesn't count because
no, it
like."
doesn't. It counted. But no, it was just funny because that was literally the only way.
And then you guys were like, you know what? We're gonna play a game without Mike, so that way we can have someone else actually win.
But I think Bardo won that one. I think,
I no.
or was it
Wait,
Chris?
I Ricky won one, but I think he beat me.
No, I think he
You
did
were the
beat you.
only you were the only one that never won a game
Yes, because
out
the
of our
the
friend group.
yep, which is funny to me because I was always considered the biggest threat, which is what
Yeah.
irritated the hell out of me.
um everyone else won one. In the entire time that we played in college with you guys, I only lost twice.
Yes,
And Ricky won once, and I don't remember if it was Castag or Bardo
it was one of them that won.
that beat me.
I don't think it was
Um
Chris. I think it was Bardo. No offense to
I think it
Chris.
was Bardo.
And I'm not
Um
trying to be a jerk. I just legitimately think that's what it was.
no, yeah, it was just what it is.
Because I
But
was um
well, you beat it, so it's not like you need to go back in there.
I don't know. It's just weird, isn't it?
I didn't expect that, but yeah, I've never tried to go back in there
I
after
mean,
I
to be
beat it.
fair, I don't
So,
think I have either. I'm not gonna lie to you. So it's like I don't think I've ever tried. But oh, because I put the key away.
oh, shoot.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, no, because I thought once you unlock it, it's unlocked.
I would agree with you on that. But don't forget, this is Gen 1, so.
It's also a mod technically, so it's like I get it. I sort of.
But
But no, I mean
I want
that's
to play. I do want to play Risk again. I
well.
want
I
to
think
feel
the
that
thing is
anger.
too. I think I definitely want to as well. And I wonder how I imagine the game is going to be completely different now because, and I'm not saying that we're going to go after you. I mean, we will, but I mean like, but no, no. What I mean is, it's not going to be like it's going to just be. I think it's going to be more of like a full on just brawl. Like it's not going to be like necessarily like teams because oh I don't want Scott to win or oh this doesn't like you or you know what I'm saying. Like it's going to be like because it's been so
Well,
long.
it'll turn into just like how it is at the end. Is like, hey, do you want Scott to win or do you want so and so to win? And it's gonna be not Scott. So,
I'm gonna get so pissed off because I know you're gonna say it like that too. And you know what's funny? My bar can be used as a table, and I'm very much wanting to use it as that for Risk. Um,
uh huh.
not for Risk specifically, but like video games in general.
Oh yeah. You know what's the funny thing is when it came to Risk, and I somehow, and it obviously wasn't done intentionally because there's no way to predict how the game is going to go, but I
You
always
always
end up
got the good
sitting.
spot. You
I
got the
always
good
sat in the
spots.
spot that I could convince people that it was you either had to choose to attack me or someone else because if there was no way, there was no going around it. So
No, you
it
were
happened to work in my favor.
and again, I'm not saying like you were had the best positions, period, but like you had like based on everyone else's position along with yours, you were sitting pretty a lot of the time, and were able
Yeah,
to convince them like, oh, you don't have to come on this side, you can come on the other side. Like it's not to be like I have so many other things I could do instead of attack you, and it
yeah,
worked.
yeah. And it was always funny because I always told people it's like if you attack me that's fine but I'm going to make sure that you're knocked out before I go after someone else. So it's like
Yeah,
it's
no,
up to
that's
you how you
that.
want to play your
Yeah,
game.
and like you would have like the threats, and you'd still get them to agree with you.
I mean, I was able to back it up. So it's like most of the time I always had a backup plan. So it's like, I was always safe
Well,
in
you
some
also
way or
and
another.
again, this is not like well, not it's not a dig at you at all, but it's like you also had like super good luck with rolling of the dice too.
Well, that one I will disagree with. I
I'm
have
saying,
average rolls.
I
I'll
will
be
say
honest. I
this.
think out of our college friends, you had the best die rolls because you're always,
No,
whenever we
that
face
is
you,
actually
you
true
always
because
hitting
that's
like
how I.
5 and 6.
To be fair, that's why I was surviving for so long.
Yes, that's why you always survive is because you get those stupid high die rolls for no
But it's like
reason.
I just like how it'd be like 8 against 3 and I'd win.
Yep.
And I'd be, and but the thing is that would kill me was I would literally be, you all would be attacking me, and I'd get like, don't get me wrong, I'd still lose guys. It's not like I like went unscathed, but like I should have been defeated like way earlier, and I was still winning. I was still
I remember
surviving. I
one
shouldn't say
time
winning. I was surviving,
I remember one time you got Stag so pissed because he cashed in his cards and he had a legitimate army going up against you. It was
and
like
I beat it
15
all.
to 3. And you didn't lose a single guy and he lost all 15.
Yeah, he
He
was
was
so
so
mad.
mad.
To be fair, I would have definitely been mad as well. But on that note,
Anybody would have been.
no, absolutely. But I'm just like But it's one of those things where you're right. I definitely did. But that was the only reason why I lasted in the game so long, because otherwise you guys would have taken me out so quick.
Yep.
But anyway,
You and Jake are always good with die rolls for some reason. It doesn't make
and
any
it made no
sense.
sense. No, it's because it literally is all luck. It's
It's all
nothing.
luck.
It's no skill. There's no skill involved whatsoever. And I like how Chris would check the dice too,
Yes.
like they were my dice. I'm like, these are the ones that were
We're all
This is
using
the
them.
same dice. Like I'm not switching them. I'm wearing short sleeves. Like what are you thinking? And he was just like, I'm just making sure they're not weighted. And I'm like, man, if they're weighted, then you all suck. Like that's all I have to say.
You're somehow losing the cheat.
Yeah, seriously. But anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Next video we are gonna be training. I don't think it's gonna take us too much longer because I'm already at 44 for my guy. So once
Yeah,
we pretty
I'm
much
at
hit,
46, so
yeah,
I'm
so
pretty
I'm
much
thinking once we
done.
hit 50 for everyone, meaning like even the new guy, we face the rival without a problem and move our way up and do the rest.
Yep.
Um,
Unfortunately, because you lost the encounter, instead of going through Victory Road, we had to retrain some guys. So
no, that
it
is
is what
true.
it is.
No, absolutely.
It's not in any way your fault. You were going up against a Mewtwo without a Master Ball, so
No,
it's like,
absolutely. And you know what? And it was a crit.
yeah,
I mean,
you're lucky. You're lucky you only lost one Mon.
no,
So
absolutely. But anyway, for now, like I said, if you made it this far into the video, please make sure to like and subscribe down below. Other than that, there's going to be Scott and Mike signing out of Black Eel Plays. Have a wonderful night. Bye bye. Not yet.